Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. We are going to be doing another Nailed It challenge, and I am very excited for today's episode because this one is to celebrate an amazing accomplishment by an incredible makeup artist. You guys, we are going to be working on a look done by the beautiful, the wonderful Danessa Myricks. So I'm going to pop the picture up right here of the challenge that we have for today, and we have chosen to do this today in celebration of Danessa Myricks being sold in Sephora. That's right, you guys, it's actually already available on the Sephora website and will be coming to stores on April 9th. Now, I did notice when I was perusing the website that not all of the Danessa Myricks products are available on Sephora. I don't know if it's going to be sort of a slow rollout where some things will be added over time, or if Sephora is just choosing to carry select products. Now, I will say I have tried a couple Danessa Myricks products and I have truly enjoyed them. If you've been watching my channel, you will know that I really truly love the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. How many times am I going to say Danessa Myricks? So I love the Twin Flames. I've also tried two of the types of Color Fix products, and I'm really wanting more. In fact, just today, I may have placed an order for more products on the Sephora website. And it's not cheating. If you guys know the rules for Nailed It, we aren't allowed to buy any products to recreate the challenge that we're doing for the week. It has to be products we already own. So I was just buying some things because I just love Danessa Myricks and I want to try some more things. And I was very excited that they were coming to Sephora, and it was just sort of my opportunity and kind of an excuse to be like, okay, we're gonna do this in celebration, but obviously I don't have them for this look, and that is totally fine. So I'm gonna be working off of more of the inspiration of her brand and her aesthetic. I truly enjoy Danessa's looks so much. I really appreciate that she does everything from the sort of like supermodel glam, like that sort of like model off-duty vibe, all the way into super glam, into very eclectic, like colorful, beautiful, bold looks. I also really enjoy on her Instagram, she has an amazing Instagram. If you guys aren't following, I will make sure to link it down below so that you guys can go get some inspiration and check out what her amazing products can do. But I love how she oftentimes shows the evolution of a look, and I will get into that in a little bit, but we should probably start applying some makeup or we're gonna be here all night. So I'm getting so excited about this Danessa Myricks launch that I'm completely forgetting that some of you might not have ever seen a Nailed It challenge. Now, this group was created by Lexi Zhang, and this was really a way to celebrate makeup. It's a way to be inspired by whether it's a photo, sort of a theme, some of those things, and really make it your own. So whether you choose to take a look and try to completely recreate it or make a twist on it, make it your own, it's your choice. There is only one rule to this, and that's that you can't buy any products for this look. It has to be things from your own collection. Now, I've really loved all of these challenges that I've done, and I really encourage you to check out some of the artists that are doing this look this week, so I will make sure that everybody's videos are posted below. I've already started a little bit without you guys, just for the sake of time. I did start with a few base products, and I will tell you what I chose and why I chose it. So when I look at this picture, now first of all, I just have to say, it was very hard. We knew we wanted to celebrate Danessa and this amazing accomplishment, but she just has so many beautiful looks. And this one here, I think it's just that like understated glam. And when I look at, I mean, first of all, this model is so incredibly gorgeous, but when I look at this, it's really about that understated glam. Now, obviously the feature here is going to be that beautiful bold lip, and this model has such gorgeous lips. I don't know how I'm ever gonna come close to that, but we're gonna try. But I just see healthy, luminous skin, nothing overly glowy, more of that like satin finish with a beautiful like spotlight. We have a beautiful glowy eye, and again, those lips, oh my gosh. So to start off this look, when I look at the skin, it is pretty good coverage. I would say it's like a medium to full coverage, but still has that very natural finish. And I wanted to start out with a beautiful like velvety primer, so I went through with the Gucci Silk Priming Serum. I am really enjoying this primer. Honestly, you guys, I'm not a huge like primer advocate. I mean, I think that they're fine, but it's never something that I feel like I have to have in my routine. But I mean, the scent of this, I love the scent, but I love the feel. It just has that like very velvety, luscious feel. So I went through with that first, and then I topped it off with the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick. So this to me is probably a bit lighter coverage than what the model has on here, but I just enjoy the texture of it. It's a very skin-like texture. I did follow this up with the Oma Woke Concealer just along the darkness of my inner corner and outer corners, and then on my chin where I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation that I want to cover up from these lovely maskne scars. So that is what we're starting off with. Now, I mean, again, this model is so stunning. So from here, because I really want to keep the focus on the eyes and the lips, it's just about adding some color and balance to the rest of the face. So I'm going to go through with the Milk Baked Bronzer just to, again, give a little bit of warmth and some contour to the skin. And I think I might use this to just like give a little bit of depth through the like socket of the eye. We'll see as we get through here, but I'm just going to apply this with a brush and we'll see where it goes. All right, so I am just using this Luxie brush. This is the large angled brush to really work a little bit of dimension through the face. So as I was saying, I mean, honestly, I am just so inspired by Danessa. I think that she is an amazing makeup artist. I just love her creativity, but how carefree it is. She just makes these really creative looks. I know this one is, I would say, more of that like glam, but she has these amazingly creative looks that I'm just like, it just looks so fun. Like, you have to go see her play with some of her color fix. Now, I did just place that order, and I ordered a couple new color fix. I have two. I actually, I had bought two, and I had gifted one to my friend Kara over at Beauty and the Frizz. I was just like, I tried it once and I was like, yeah, this isn't quite the color that I thought it was going to be. It was a darker, like pewtery color, and I thought it was going to be more of like an olive or khaki color, and I thought Kara could totally rock that color. So I sent that one off to her, but I do still have one of the color fix in a more like golden sparkle shade, and it is beautiful. And one of the things that I love about Danessa's range is it's really like she has very like multitasking products. So the color fix can be used eyes, face, cheeks, lips, wherever you want. And you know, like the Dew Balm, I'm sorry, Danessa, I cannot do something. But did I order that one? I ordered like 3 color fix online, and then I got yeah, I got quite a bit. I really want the contour balm. That one is not on Sephora yet, so that I want to get. I don't know. I ordered quite a few things. I'm just so inspired by the creativity, and you know, it's like playtime, right? So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with a few of these. I think that the color fix are going to make really good bases for some of my like topper shadows, like some of my fun indie brand shadows that I want a little bit more of a base to. So I ordered a couple shades that I thought that could be fun to play with, and I ordered one of the glossy ones to kind of be able to use as like a mixing medium or a topper. I don't know. I think I'm gonna look forward to just like sitting down and playing with makeup. So I love that Danessa inspires me in that way. I feel pretty good. I'm just trying to see like how much dimension. Now, obviously this is a spotlit photo, and that's one thing, like you obviously have to be aware of lighting when you're looking at a makeup look like this. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I might actually go through, I feel like this color is a bit warmer. I mean, it's not too warm, but I feel like it's a bit warmer. So this is the light medium shade from Salt New York. I'm gonna go through with this one just because I feel like it's a little bit more neutral. So I'm just gonna kind of like add this in. Now I'm probably going to end up topping everything off with a powder just because I feel like this model's skin just looks so like satiny. It doesn't look overly glowy, but it's not matte either. It's just got that like nice skin finish. For the blush, now when I look at this, it's just a beautiful like skin plus a little something, you know, it's that very natural feel. Like you can just see like up here through her high cheekbone, she has a little bit of color, but it's nothing overdone. So it's still definitely keeping the eyes and the lips as the star. So I'm gonna go through with Rosé Latte from Fenty Beauty. This is of course the Cheeks Out cream blush, and I love this one. And honestly, I'm just gonna use it on the same brush because I don't mind if a little bit of that bronzer works in with this, because I want to keep, you know, just like that natural feel. So I'm just really focusing this on that high point of the cheeks and bringing it a little bit down. I do feel like it just sort of comes up through the temples a little bit. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about Danessa's Instagram is a lot of times she has like the editorial photo, but then she also has a bit more of a casual like video or some casual photos. So you can really see, and I would encourage you to just check it out. Like you can kind of see how like lighting and a bit of, you know, editing and a professional photographer can really make a look a little different. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. But as I'm here on her Instagram, she has a video of the model kind of like showing off her look, so I'm able to sort of like see it a little bit better. And she does actually show a lot of times her applying the makeup as well. Okay, so while I'm at it, I'm just going to take a little bit of that light medium shade from Salt New York and run this just through like the crease, just to blur it just a little bit and give me a bit of dimension here. And I did go through with a very, very light layer of concealer over my eyelid just to help cancel out some of the veins and things, but I didn't go through with like a really thick base or anything because I knew I was going to be using cream products and I just didn't want to keep like loading on product to keep like building texture and building texture. So just a tiny bit of concealer to help conceal like the veins and darkness that I have. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna put a little shadow underneath my lip just to try to help us with the poutiness, you know what I'm saying? So I think for the highlight, I'm honestly gonna go through with this Radiant Beige from Salt New York. That is what this one is yeah, it's the Radiant Cream Tint Pro in beige. I love this highlighter. This really just gives you that like drank some water, feeling good and glowy, very natural look. So that's gonna be what I use for this. All right, so I do wanna be pretty strategic about the placement of this though. Now, this is again, like on the picture, what you see is really that like spotlighted glow, but when the model in the video turns her head, you can see that she's really quite like glossy through here. So we will kind of like try to do somewhere in between. So I'm definitely gonna have to like highlight my Cupid's bow just to try to like get a little bit of some plumpness. I'm definitely gonna have to overline too, but we will get there when we get there. And we've got a little bit of the bridge of the nose. I don't personally want to like highlight this too much because of the texture that I have going right now. And then just right over the top of the cheekbone, not too much. I do feel like the model has a little bit of extra glow right up through here. Now I actually think, just from what I can see in the description of this, Danessa used her highlighting palette. So I think that she actually has a powder on, but I think that she definitely has some like glowy face like action on, because I think that they used her liquid illuminator too. So she's just illuminated. She's illuminated. And I know that the model has like a really pretty strong highlight on the tip of her nose too. I don't love doing that. I don't. So I'm not gonna do a lot. I don't, no. So I think that's gonna be as close as we get with the face. But for that like satiny, velvety finish, I am gonna powder my whole face. I'm just gonna go through with the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to avoid the tops of my cheekbones though, just to sort of keep that glow. Like again, looking at the video, I definitely feel like this area is really popping. All right, now for eyes. Again, I don't have a color fix shade that would work for this. I know that's what Danessa used for eyes, lips, and face, and the one shade I have is that gold shade, and that's obviously not gonna work in this case, but what I am gonna go through with first is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Intense Amethyst. And I think that this is gonna have a pretty similar shift. It's that like silver to like smoky lilac. All right, so I'm just gonna take this, we'll work one eye at a time here. Just gonna throw this all over the lid, and then we'll blend it out and see if we feel like we need to add something to it. But I think this is gonna be a pretty good match. Now, the one reason I wanted to try to find like a stick product, like something that is a cream base, is I know that she has a bit of clear gloss on her lid, and I did not want to go through with a powder shadow and then put a gloss on, because I feel like that is just going to break down even quicker. And I wanted to try to like keep this lasting as long as possible. So I feel like using one of these Caviar sticks, or if you have like an eyeliner or something that you feel like would work well, that's what I would recommend first, and then give it the time for it to set, and then throw the gloss balm over the top. All right, I'm pretty happy with this. It's obviously not like the exact shade, but I think this is gonna be the closest to anything in my collection. I thought I might have a Sydney Grace cream shadow, but the one that I have is like, it's a little more pinky, and I just right away when I saw this in my drawer, I was like, ooh. Plus, I think I've used this like once, and that is a great thing about this challenge, is it truly makes you pull things out in your collection that maybe haven't gotten any love lately. All right, I like that a lot. I feel like this model has like her eye shape, or the eye shadow shape, has been elongated a little bit more on this outer corner, like almost like a tilted almond. So I'm just using that Salt New York Sculpt and Bronze shade, and again, this one's light medium. I feel pretty good about that. And we might as well run a little bit underneath. Now, this model definitely has like a bit more of that like bag that she's working with. And I don't have that, but I'm just gonna work a little bit of this under. All right, I kind of want to use a little bit of eyeliner just to get a bit smoky in the upper corner and like the lower lash line. I have this Julep gel eye glider. I probably don't even make this anymore, but this is the shade, no name, Smoky Plum. So it's just the shade here, kind of like a grayed out plum. I think this is gonna be good just to add that like little bit of like smudginess. So I'm not really using a lot at all, just enough to kind of like work into the lash line. And then I'm just gonna take a Sigma smudge brush, the E21, and just like really smoke this out. So I don't want to see a line at all. I just want to have like, you know, that like I didn't quite clean off all my mascara the night before kind of vibe, like in a good way. I really love this E21 brush. I have several of them in my collection, and they're just so nice. They are, you know, now as I've like gotten into using nicer brushes, the bristles are a little bit, you know, they're not quite as soft as some others that I've tried, but I like the shape of this just because it's not quite a pencil brush. You know, it has that little bit of a curved shape to it, so you can really like smoke something out, but still have it somewhat accurate. I don't know, I dig it. So I do think that she has the same color like worked onto the inner corner. And actually what I want to do is use this same brush. I'm just going to clean this one off because I think that this smudge brush is going to work. And I think this is the only one I have out right now. So I'm just using some Cinema Secrets to clean that off. And we're just going to smudge this out because it's just, again, it's that like very like effortless, like cool chick vibe where it's like just a little smudgy, not like paint by numbers, just that like smudge. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say smudge, but it's happening. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Like, I feel like this didn't really take a lot of time, but it's just effortlessly glam. Now, we do have to address our eyebrows. I am just going to use some of my Anastasia Brow Freeze to like push my hairs up a bit. When I look at this, honestly, there's not a lot of definition, so I'll probably just go through and add a couple like brow strokes. She has a fairly thick brow and they're not super arched, so I'm just gonna try to emulate that. Push up my brows, get them a little bit thicker and a little less arch to them. We'll see. All right, I am pretty happy with this brow. I feel like it's a little bit darker, but I honestly think that, I mean, I don't really have a lot of brow, but I feel like my hairs are more coarse and darker than hers are. Like when I zoom in on this, she has pretty fine, she has fine hair. She has more hairs than me, but they're finer. So I did what I could. What I ended up doing is I went through with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I do really like this product. I do find though that sometimes it leaves a tiny bit of a white cast, and so I really have to go in and work that in. I was looking for my Anastasia brow powders, but I couldn't find them, so I do have this Brow Gal powder trio, and I just used this middle shade here. Threw that in and then top that off with my Ardell Stroke Brow. This is the shade Taupe, I believe. Is it Taupe? Yes, I think that Ardell is discontinuing these, which makes me super, super sad, but I love this shade because it's sort of like, well, it's a taupe. You're probably not even gonna be able to see that, but it's like a grayish brown, and it's just enough to like add some definition without looking like really harsh. So these are a bit more defined than hers are, but I'm still getting the vibe. It's as close as we're gonna get without like doing a brow transplant, and that's not happening. All right, so mascara. Now, I do appreciate that this is a pretty natural lash look. Like, she's not wearing any false lashes. It's truly just her own lashes, I do believe. She just has her natural lashes, so we're just gonna curl our lashes and throw on some mascara. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna use whichever mascara is like closest in the drawer, so I'm gonna do that. We'll come back and we will do our lips. I'm very excited. All right, we have a bit of mascara applied. Now, I do still want to put some lid gloss on, but I'm gonna wait until the very end to do that, just so that we can get the full look before the gloss, if it's gonna break down the eye look at all, because I am just gonna go through with a lip balm or a lip gloss, so that'll probably like break it down a little bit sooner. I honestly haven't tried the clear Color Fix gloss, but I have a feeling that honestly, you guys, anytime you put on a glossy lid, it's going to break down a little bit. It's going to crease. There just is no way around that. Like, unless you had like varnish that doesn't move, that's just gonna be what happens. That is one thing about this look though, is because it is sort of that like sexy smudgy look, you just kind of roll with it, but I wanna wait until the very end to do that. So we are going to go through, and first I'm gonna use this Rosewood pencil from Bodyography. Now I pulled out a couple. I think this isn't quite as dark, but it has a little bit more of like a neutral mahogany color to it. Like, I love that like deep sort of like mahogany wine tone that's on her lips, and this one is a little bit more on the neutral side because I think that the lip that I chose is a bit brighter. We'll see as we go through, but I think this is going to give us a close effect, and you know, if it's a little bit lighter, I think that that maybe suits my skin tone a bit more without being like too dramatic. So we'll see. We're going to throw this on and then we'll throw on the lip that I chose. All right, so there's the lip liner. I think this is going to be good. I almost want to go over with something a bit more browny, but for me, I think that this is going to be a good shade. So then I have this Pure Lip Lure. This is the Hydrating Lip Lacquer in Mystic. So this is kind of like one of those sponge-tipped applicator businesses. I don't think that this is going to be as deep as the shade is on this model, but it's going to be the closest that I have. Again, I just did a huge lip declutter, like a huge one. So I don't really have as many choices as I used to for lip colors, but I'm excited to be pulling this one out because it's been a hot minute. So I'm gonna crank this guy up. Whoop, okay. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but it just like, it wasn't coming out, and then it finally just like gushed out everywhere. Ah, I hate it when that happens. All right, now that I've taken care of that mess, I'm gonna pop this color on. I haven't worn this one in a while. This is pretty close though. Like, it is gonna be, for me, I think it's gonna be a good choice. Why I'm deciding that I should be talking while I'm trying to apply really dark lipstick, I don't know. So I feel like on the viewfinder, this color looks really close. In person, it's a lot more purpley. Like, it's definitely got a little bit more of that like deep berry vibe. I'm gonna see. All right, I might end up regretting this, but I'm gonna take a little bit of this Propa Beauty lipstick. This is the shade Focused, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this on just to like neutralize it a little bit more. All right, what do you guys think? Did that do it? Whew. This lipstick is dark. This is dark. I think it looks really sexy and like really vampy, but like, whoa, that's a lot for me. I mean, there was a time in my life when I would have totally rocked this and felt like a badass, but right now I just feel like, whoa. So yeah, before we put the gloss on, like, what do you guys think of this look? I mean, I think that this is a great like winter glam look. I'm digging it. Like I said, the lip is a little dark. Whew, but I think it looks great. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw a little bit of gloss on the eyes just to give it that little bit more sheen. So I think I'm just gonna take this Kopari Lip Glossy. So we're gonna just take a little bit of this and dab it on the eyes. This just looks like it has a similar consistency to the Color Fix. All right, so I'm just gonna take a lip brush and throw this over the top. Now I'm gonna mostly put this on like the inner lid, just because if I get too close up into the crease, like I know it's gonna travel up that way anyway, but for now I'm trying to give this a little bit of longevity. So this way, by starting with less of that, maybe it'll like last a little bit longer. All right, what do you guys think? Did I nail it? Like, if I come dead on, I don't think I have quite as much highlight as she does, but I'm actually okay with that. Like, I just feel like it's just her bone structure that is like pinpointing that a little bit more, but I feel like altogether, like, I like this look. Whew, I feel like a vampy vixen. Danessa, I hope I did you proud. Congratulations on your launch at Sephora. I'm so excited for you. Okay, that wasn't vampy. I have to say, I'm like digging this glossy lid situation. I might have to try to leave this on for a while just to see how long it lasts. So I might have to do that and leave a little like update in the description box or something on like how this wore with like a long wearing like eye stick underneath. Cause yeah, I could totally see, it does feel a little odd on the lids, but I like the look. It's like very like sexy rocker chick. Okay, so what I thought I would do, this is just a total little fun thing at the end, but I thought what I would do is I was talking, you know, about how I love Danessa's Instagram and how she oftentimes like has this evolution of a look. So sometimes she'll start somewhere and then like keep building upon that look, which, you know, as a makeup artist, especially if you're like on set for a photo shoot, something like that, it's nice to have that option for your client, you know, because you're able to get several looks out of one shoot without having to like completely wipe the canvas clean. And so sometimes, you know, she'll start out a little softer and then just keep building and then get into like a little bit of more of an avant-garde look. So I thought what I would do is jazz this up just a little bit more, like add a little bit of a pop to it. And what else would be more fun than going through with a twin flame? So I thought what I would try, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't have that many color options as far as the twin flames. I do have like 4 or 5 of them, but I thought what I would do is maybe pop this one on. This is one of her new shades, it's Young Love. I thought what I would do is pop this on at least as like a little highlight, and I thought maybe I'd dab a little on the lips. We'll see, maybe I'll just end up throwing this all over my face. So I'm just gonna do that as a little extra. Obviously this has nothing to do with Nailed It, it's just more to celebrate Danessa and her products that I'm having so much fun with. So why don't we go ahead and do that and see what we end up with. What do you guys think? Like, look at that. That just like took it to the next level. Like, I went from being like edgy glam to like insta baddie badass. I love it. I mean, this is not gonna be a makeup look for everybody, but I love this. Like, and I haven't been one to wear a really strong highlight in a while, but this is freaking fun. I kind of want to throw a little on my inner corner. Is that going to ruin everything? All right, why not? I'm just going to throw a little bit of this on the inner corner. Yeah, this is fun. So like, seriously, I took one product, used it on 3 spots on my face to just completely change this look. Like, subtly change it, but just change it just enough so that it's like, ooh, that's really interesting. Like, I mean, obviously I went above and beyond, right? But like I said, I just wanted to honor how much Danessa inspires me and how much I love looking at her like evolution of her looks on Instagram. So please, again, go check her out. I love this Twin Flames. I am so glad I have these. Like, I hear mixed reviews on these. I do think you have to get used to using them. Less is more. They do add a bit of texture if not used in the right way, but they are so freaking fun. So I did want to celebrate one of the Danessa Myricks products I have. I have more on the way and I can't wait to play with them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you think I nailed it down below. I had fun with this one. It probably helps that I'm also like a little punch drunk at this point. It is like 1:30 in the morning and I'm just sitting here playing with makeup. Now, if you did have a good time and you want to see more of the creators doing these looks, they're all posted down below. So please go give them a look, get inspired. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did feel inspired, you had a good time, if you love Danessa Myricks, give this video a like. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider joining me here on my channel. I have a lot of fun content planned in the future, but for now, that's it, you guys. I'll see you really soon.